All right, hey everyone, this is Rudy. I wanted to do an update on the 18 points of Schaeffer Cox research to try to add hyperlinks into his press release. I should say that Angela Clemens is a powerhouse when it comes to the amount of work and effort she's put into creating the Schaeffer Cox website. So praise God for Angela Clemens. I really can't stress that enough. But you guys, I've received like 4 or 5 emails with all kinds of good information just within the past 24 hours. So I thought it's worth doing an update. This document that you're looking at right here is going to be placed in that Dropbox link, and I'm going to put that in the description bar where you can download this document in Word format or PDF format. So out of the 18 points that Schaeffer wanted to raise within the press release as far as hyperlinks, I'm only having issues with 4 of them now. So that's good news, right? False flag definition, you can point to Wikipedia if you want to. There's also a very good video on the Corbett report about why you should know what false flag means and why. That's a very good video. I've got to tell Schaeffer that the Bambi Tyree, deconstructing Bambi Tyree, and it names all of the child pedophiles around her. That article is gone. Thank God we still have it photocopied, so we still have that. That's a problem though, because maybe I need to take the scanned photocopy and put it up on Dropbox. That's one option, right? The videos that talk about Fulton and Olson, Scrocky and Yvonne Lamoureux and Joseph Bottini lying. These are all the Bottinis. These are all the videos that discuss that. You got $300,000 whore. Lied on the witness stand about the 241 plan. You got $300,000 whore prodding Cox to violence over and over repeatedly. You got $300,000 whore prodding Cox to violence, and Cox says no fruit would come from it. You got Schaeffer Cox writes about Olson and how Olson and Fulton set him up. You've got the U.S. Observer, most wanted, Gerald J.R. Olson. You got how Gerald J.R. Olson expected to make $300,000, which is more money than he's making more money working as a snitch for the government than he did running drugs for Hell's Angels. You got Bill Fulton caught in an outright lie regarding performance incentives. You got Bill Fulton referred to as fat, drunkard, rude, extremely violent during the trial itself. I could come up with a lot more names other than that. That's just for starters. Benedict Arnold Bill Fulton admits himself that Schaeffer Cox absolutely would not have killed anybody. That was caught in social media. You got Fulton recorded death threats on the judges, but then supposedly destroyed them, which is an absolute lie. Schaeffer addresses that. You got Yvonne Lamoureux caught in a red-handed lie, calling Bill Fulton a private citizen rather than referring to him as a government informant. We have the audio of that right in the middle of trial. She tries to correct herself, but the judge is hard of hearing, and she didn't correct herself in a proper way. You've also got several videos of Bill Fulton threatening to slit Schaeffer Cox's throat and bleed him out at his feet. He actually said that to Les Zerbe, who was standing right beside Schaeffer Cox, but in a hotel room, in undercover audio and video, he said to remind Schaeffer Cox how he almost killed Les Zerbe. And they said, oh, he remembers it. And then Bill Fulton said, well, remember him. There's no taking that out of context. Bill Fulton was threatening Schaeffer Cox's life if he didn't come up and with a plan for any violence or execute any violence. So basically the undercover informants, which are there to inform the government, were acting as agent provocateurs. You got Schaeffer writing about Bill Fulton's lie. You got Scrocky lying in closing arguments about Bill Fulton not threatening Schaeffer Cox's life. Also Aaron Bennett threatening Schaeffer Cox's life. And then you've also got Scrocky saying that he needs to be punished more severely because he believes in God's law above man's law. So you've got the solution speech. We found it. There's the link. We got the links where Cox is saying that he wants to pull a Gandhi, not a Rambo. Now this number 6 I need help on. I did receive some very good emails from people, but I don't know where exactly it says that child neglect complaints do not require probable cause. Somebody did send me a very good write-up. Here it is. but I haven't had time to digest it yet. I've been working on these 18 points, so this is still on my things to do. Thank you, you know who you are who sent this. I appreciate you taking the time to send me this, and I will try to digest it as I get time later on. But he sent me a long write-up about how child neglect complaints do not require probable cause. So in any event, I plan to digest this. This is part of the document. Okay, so when Schaeffer says we need a link to Fulton bragging about this event in the February 5th, 2011 undercover recording, that's where Bill Fulton is in the hotel room, the Millennium Hotel, with Gerald J.R. Olson, who's another informant, and then you also have Lonnie Vernon. I don't know what he means by bragging about this event. At first I thought he was bragging about trying to kill Les Zerbe, but see, number 9 down here is the Fulton saying, when you go back to Fairfax, you need to remind Schaeffer how I almost had to kill Les. So I think number 7 is something different than Fulton bragging about killing Les Zerbe. I think Schaeffer's referring to something else, but I just simply do not know what Schaeffer means by number 7. I've got to write a letter to Schaeffer and ask him to give me more clarity on number 7. Okay, he's asking for the links where MP military policeman Stephen Gibson brags about how they were going to fix the Schaeffer Cox problem by killing him. I've got those links and testimony links, no problem. Okay, I told you number 9. This is where Bill Fulton says, remind Schaeffer how I almost killed Les, and then remember him. I got it covered. We got that. Number 10 is Schaeffer's asking for a link to Robert John's December 19th, 2011 motion to suppress docket number 172. I have no idea. I've never dived into the state case. I don't have the state papers. I don't have the state court documents. And so I don't know where to find that. So I'm kind of hurting on number 10. If you guys don't know what to do on number 10, please help me. The last few seconds of the takedown of Schaeffer Cox, where the guy walks up to the car and asks questions, number 11 is covered. Number 12, links to the Polar Pen articles, trashing Bottini, and to docket number 48. I got that covered. I put it in a Dropbox. I downloaded docket number 48 this afternoon. These are multiple links where the Polar Pen team are trashed in New York Times, USA Today, the DC Bar. So there's several links where they trash the Polar Pen team. We got that covered too. American Thinker trashes them. So Henry Schulke, which is the special prosecutor that was appointed by Emmett Sullivan. There's also the 50 Reasons to Exonerate Schaeffer Cox. So we got all that covered. The link to I got 791 videos that prove Schaeffer Cox is innocent. So I have that playlist. I'm putting that playlist there. We also have the website that Angela's put together. Again, praise God for Angela Clemens. Link to Scrocky's closing argument where he says God's law, whatever that means. I got it. Those are the 2 links. It'll be in the document. Those are the titles. So we got those. We got the links where Scrocky lies and says Cox isn't afraid of Fulton. He lied to you. And then it plays Fulton's death threats. Okay, I got multiple videos of death threats from Fulton. I also got one from Aaron Bennett as well. We also have, I found the Larry Pratt article. I did not have that previously. You guys filled me in on that. You know who you are, who sent it to me. Thank you. We now have the Larry Pratt article, so praise God for sending that. The TED Talks video about secret prisons you've never heard of before. Found it, thank God. And I've got the link to the White House petition. That's number 18. So we are a lot further along than we were 24 hours ago. The only problems we got is number 2. The link is no longer available, but we do have a photocopy. I guess what I can do is I can take the photocopy that we scanned and upload it to Dropbox and then provide a link to Dropbox. This statute, the Alaska statute that says you don't need probable cause, I need to digest what someone sent me. It's kind of long, and to be honest with you, when we start talking about legal issues and statutes, my brain goes into molasses mode. I mean, but I'm going to try my best to digest it. Okay, number 7. I'm not sure what Schaeffer means on number 7. I need some clarity from Schaeffer on that. Number 10, again, I'm not sure what he means. I don't know where I would even find the link to Robert John. Robert John was his state attorney, and I don't have access, or I haven't even began to even pursue looking at the state court documents. I've only ever looked at federal court documents. That's all I got for now. That's my update. For the folks who sent me information, Thank you. God sees everything that you do. I would mention your names. I would call out every one of your names because you sent me your email addresses. It's not that I don't want to give you credit. It's just that I don't have permission to share your names, and I try to respect people's privacy unless I'm told that I don't need to. God bless every one of you. Have a great day.